Okay, so I'm calling to order the August 25th meeting of the Bristol Bicycle and Pedestrian Advisory Committee. Go through the agenda right now. First is review and approval of the July 21st, 2022 meeting minutes. As we do not have a quorum here on the call, we will not be taking any votes, so the meeting minutes from the last meeting will not be approved. Next is public forum. Hi, Marianne. We'll just wait for Marianne is currently muted.
Phew.
Hi, Marianne. Nice to see
Hi, I
you.
couldn't get in. Sorry.
No problem. No problem. I was just going through the motions. The call is the meeting is recorded. It will be posted to YouTube. But as it appears, we do not have a quorum tonight. There'll be no votes taken or anything like that. So what I'm doing is, for posterity's sake, going through the agenda items. Not going to be a long meeting, I don't think. You and I can certainly have whatever discussions we feel necessary.
Wow, is it just you and I?
I believe so, yes. The NEAT TV account is on, and the Town of Bristol account is what's hosting the call itself. So other than that, it appears to be just you and I right now. I was on.
Sorry, I'm late.
So no problem. It's good to see you.
I bet you were worried nobody was going to show up.
I'm going through it regardless.
Okay.
So we're on agenda item 2, which is public forum. Does the public have any agenda items or any items that they would like to discuss outside of what's on the rest of the agenda? Appears not. And I noted just before you jumped on, Marianne, that because we don't have a quorum, no votes will be taken. So the review and approval of the meeting minutes from the past meeting won't happen. The next item, item 3 on the agenda, is mission statement selection. We have 2 options. I have not heard back from anybody on whether they prefer one or the other. I would have.
So one is shorter and one is longer. Can let's see.
Yeah, that is one difference. Certainly objective difference between the two. But again, given that we don't have a quorum, a number of the correct number or a density of committee members on it, what I'll do is I'll cut and paste these 2 options, send them around via email with Ian copied, so that everything is above board and transparent, and we'll glean the mission statement selection from that. So the next item is the village district speed limit. I just wanted to note for anybody that was not on the select board meeting this Monday, fabulous discussion and fabulous forward motion on the village. And probably village is a misnomer. The term district was used quite often in the call or in the meeting to define a pretty interesting. It's basically beyond the I don't know what the official definition is, but take Plank Road as the northernmost edge. Take Burpee Road, you can't really get any farther east from Mountain, which we already consider kind of the village, and then down to South Street and basically to the bridge. Don't quote me on that, but basically anywhere that's currently marked 30 miles an hour, within that, the select board is pressing forward with reducing those speed limits to 25. It's not official yet. It's going to go out to public comment or to get everybody understanding that's what's going on. But great forward movement, some great educational discussion on a lot of the moves and the historical notes around where the speed limits came from, and that this 25-mile-an-hour thing was already in a lot of the regulation.
Oh, great.
Surfaced. Again, don't take what I said as the legal definition of these things,
Okay.
but select board is pressing forward with it, which is fabulous.
And
So
when are they going to announce it to the general public for comment? And how are they going to do that?
I assume, well, first of all, I think it's, they're going to use they're going to pull every lever that they have available as far as the typical things that they do. I think there's, Valerie was very adamant that that there's a great protocol to follow for these things, and that's what they're following. So I would assume that some of that documentation is going to be in whatever the notes were, the minutes from the select board meeting.
Okay.
So that's there for documentation, but from our standpoint, it's great because it sounds like everybody's pretty much on board with this within the geographic area that they were talking about.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
the next item on here is the Pine Street plan presentation. I wanted to walk everybody. I'm going to share my screen. I wanted to walk everyone through this deck so that host disabled participant screen sharing. Okay, I can't do that. I will forward this to everyone so that they can comment on it. But basically what I did was I made a PowerPoint presentation per Ian's suggestion that had context for where the project was coming from. Noted obviously that the select board suggested that we create some kind of an interim plan, that even though they approved the painting of the lines, they'd love to see something that prepares the village for these kinds of changes. And the stop sign thing, which we had already been discussing on every single call, seemed like a perfect thing to put in there as an interim step. So this deck that I'm going to forward around to everybody deals with all of that stuff. It talks about, it's a survey of the current stop signs, some of the challenges with Pine Street. And then it goes into, it's got all diagrams and things like that everyone suggested it have, including satellite views and map views and all of those things. Created proposed views of what the two intersections would look like with stop signs and stop lines painted on them. And it's basically wanted to share it with everybody so that everyone could comment and certainly have Ian see it before we bring it in front of the select board hopefully at the next select board meeting. I will forward that to everyone after the call is done. Okay.
Okay.
Let's see, next item is other business, which we've been using as a catch-all for Bicycle and Pedestrian Advisory Committee items that didn't make it onto the formal agenda. I don't have any of those this month. I don't know if you have anything that you'd like to talk about.
Well, we're still needing additional board members for this committee, right? Or members for this committee, right?
We are, and I took those two items agendas off the call for this meeting.
Right.
But please, by all means, please speak.
Oh, it's just challenging when I don't know how to reach out to people other than maybe Front Porch Forum.
Ian has told me that we can use whatever means necessary. We don't currently have a Facebook group. I don't know how many people in our audience would be on Facebook, but I believe we've been told that we can create a post and have the town post it. We can have other people that have much more reach than a BPAC group that we would stand up and nobody would know about. So why don't I've got a couple people that I've reached out to already. They have yet to join a meeting, unfortunately, but I know they've expressed interest. I've even explained to one of them, hey, look, this is what we'd love you. This is what it involves. This is what we'd really love you to do. And they're like, cool, I'm in. We just need to figure out how to get them on one of these calls and jump them into the gang. So when I send out this note afterwards, we'll move forward with getting a post together for the town to post about it so that people understand that we're at a deficit right now.
Yeah, okay.
Anything else?
Hmm.
Well, then I'm going to move to adjourn. the August meeting of
I
the
second it.
advisory committee. Perfect. I like this. We're on it as far as first and seconds. And that's about it. Thank you so much for joining. I will send around this PowerPoint very shortly. It is on, or I'll send a link to it because it's on the share. Everything that we
Yeah.
do,
Yeah,
everything that we do is there. So
that I did see it. So everybody should already have it, right? Because you shared it with a group.
no, I make it there, but everybody has access to that folder, but
Right.
it doesn't automatically send notifications.
Oh, I got
So-
one.
Oh, then you must have notifications selected, which is awesome.
Aha.
That's terrific.
Okay.
That's fabulous. You must use OneDrive.
Sometimes.
Well, enough for the sake. So,
Okay.
but I'll send that around and follow up to everyone, letting them know that that thing is there.
Okay.
Okay.
Great.
Great seeing you, gang from Neat. Thank you.
Have a nice week.
You too. Thanks to anybody that's on the other side of the town, the town account. And yeah, I'll see you on via email.
Okay, great. Bye. Have
Thanks.
a good night.
You too. Bye.